Pilates technique. It is this technique which makes Pilates Pilates. If you don't do these and do a whole session of Pilates, you would not be doing Pilates but would be just doing a body conditioning class. I do recommend that you incorporate these in your regular exercises, whether you do your abs or back. Incorporate these and you will always have a good form. So I'm going to take you through the technique one at a time. We will learn all these separately, but in the end we will incorporate all and do one or two exercises to understand. So first thing is chin tucked in. What do I mean by that? When you look straight, that is the neutral position of your neck. So all you have to do is just drop your chin a little bit and at the same time pull your head upwards, as if there is a string attached here which is pulling you up. Imagine someone's pulling your hair and you're resisting. So how do you resist if someone's pulling your hair? You just pull your head upwards and push slightly behind, push it back. So that is chin tucked in, just like this. You're not going to touch it down to the chest, nor are you going to look it up. So it's just straight and dropping a little bit. That is chin tucked in. Second, shoulders down and depressed. So your shoulders are here, not here. You have to push them down. Imagine if you're standing, you're trying to touch the ground without moving, and you're trying to touch the ground with your fingers. Let's say I'm in this position, I'm trying to touch the ground with my fingers, pushing my shoulders down. Third, shoulder blades in back pocket. So we all have shoulder blades here, right? So imagine these shoulder blades are like those two windows. You're trying to close that window behind. So like this. Imagine you're connecting that, closing that window, connecting this shoulder blade. Now when you do this, I'm not telling you to exaggerate by doing this. Everything in Pilates has to be natural. So you don't have to keep your shoulders forward like this. You have to keep them drawn back using your shoulder blades. So if you will remember connecting the shoulder blades at all times, you will have great form, whether you're doing even bench press or any other exercise. So just remember to keep your shoulder blades drawn back. That way you will keep your chest open at all times. This is where we have lungs. So while doing the exercise, we do not want our lungs to compromise. We want to give that space to those lungs to work efficiently. So we have to keep giving that space to the lungs. Also, when you are keeping your chest open and when you learn Pilates breathing, which we will do in the end, you actually also train your muscles which are in between those ribs. So those are called intercostal muscles. So you are actually training those muscles as well. So this is the third part of the technique. The next, for the remaining part, I will make you lie down. So for that, you will lie down on the mat like this. So in Pilates, we engage our pelvic floor muscles. These are the muscles which run from front to the back in a hammock shape. So you have your urethra there that connects to the bladder. Then there is an opening to connect with the uterus in women. Then there is rectum. You have to connect. You have to squeeze all these muscles. In men, there are only two. One is urethra and the other one is rectum. So these are the muscles which are your pelvic floor muscles. So you have to engage them. Needs contract them. Imagine that your pelvic floor muscles are like two doors of a lift, and the door closes. You have to take the lift to, let's say, to the 5th floor. Let's try that. You might want to close your eyes to visualize this and do this properly. When you engage your pelvic floor muscles, no one can see it, only you can feel it. So if you are squeezing your glutes like this is not pelvic floor engagement, this is squeezing of the glutes. Yes, when you do the exercises, you have to squeeze your glutes, that's a separate thing. But here we are learning to squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, and until and unless you understand what this is, you will not be able to benefit from the Pilates exercises. Now to understand this better, once go to the washroom, when you pass urine, stop that urine midstream. The contraction which you do that is pelvic floor engagement. We all produce wind through the day, we all release wind through the day. So when you stop that wind from releasing, that is pelvic floor engagement. So try these 1 or 2 times to understand, to find your pelvic floor muscles, because that is important for Pilates. So let's do that. Imagine that your pelvic floor muscles are like 2 doors of the lift door is closing. So you start engaging your pelvic floor muscles. Now you've engaged your pelvic floor muscles, take that lift to the 5th floor slowly. 1st floor, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. You keep squeezing those pelvic floor muscles and now start releasing. 4, 3, 2, 1 and down. So you may not be able to do this in one go, but keep trying, keep practicing. Check. So I don't want you to be practicing through the whole day, but yes, 3-4 times in a day you should try to find your pelvic floor muscles, because that is important. Next is belly pulled in. Imagine that you have to take your belly button to the spine, right? So pull that in deep. You know how deep, when you're trying to wear tight denim of yours, how you pull in your belly, squeeze your body to get into it. So that is exactly what you have to do here. So you have to pull in your belly, get all the muscles from all around, squeeze them, pull them in together, and imagine that you're just tying all these muscles in with a knot, with an invisible knot here. So this is the level of tightness we want. In this, you're not able to breathe. People who are used to taking the air to the belly will not be able to breathe, because this is absolutely tight. So that is what you have to do here. Then there is one part which is the most difficult. You may not get it in the first shot, but you should know what that is. That is pulling the rib cage together and pushing them down into the front pocket. See, we have our rib cage here, alright? So you just draw them in and push them down into the front pocket. So it's like this, squeezing and pushing that down towards the pubic bone. So squeezing and pushing down. This is a little bit difficult, but as you keep doing Pilates, you will be able to do this. Now, last part in this position is taking the tailbone up. Now, I am telling you to take the tailbone up like this. I'm not telling you to jam your lower spine or the lumbar spine down into the mat. All you have to do is, see, we have little space here. People who have lordosis will have an exaggerated curve here. So this tailbone up is only to correct that. So all you have to do is gently tuck your tailbone under. Now this is only for Pilates. This you don't have to do regularly through the day. Like I told you, lots of things which I told you in my last video, which was on posture. So you don't have to tuck your tailbone in through the day. But it really helps when you do, especially the abs exercises. So that way you are also protecting your spine. This also helps you contract the pelvic floor muscle and the ab muscle. So you'll be able to contract these muscles much better. So just take the tailbone up. Imagine you're tying the pubic bone with your rib cage here like this. So you got this. Now you are getting everything from all around and tying everything in one invisible knot here. So that is what makes the powerhouse. This is from where power for all the exercises will come, and this is what will relax the spine. People who complain of lower back pains and all, so this is really important for them. So let your abs do the work of the spine. Otherwise your spine is always taxed. So this was the main technique. Now let us learn Pilates breathing. So coming to the breathing, now I would want you to take your palms, put them around your chest here. Right. Now as you inhale, you push the air into your palms. You know, consciously divert, push the air towards your palms here. See, your belly is pulled in, your pelvic floor muscles are up. So the air cannot go down. You can't let the air go down. So pull the belly in, palms around your chest, and as you inhale, push the air into the sides like this. Initially, you will feel that your shoulders are lifting up, or you may not know where the air is going, but slowly with practice, see, it's a process. You can't learn Pilates technique in one day. It takes about 3 to 4 days to even understand what Pilates technique is and what Pilates does to you. So just stay, believe in the process and just keep practicing. So palms here. Like this. Then there are a few exercises in which we push the air backwards. So let's say if that is called staying in the C curve. So in Pilates, we always work on the lengthened spine. So you have to always see that you are pulling yourself up, whether you're sitting like this or when you saw I was sitting on my heels. So you have to keep pulling yourself up. That is the number one thing of Pilates, creating the length in the spine so that the pressure is off those discs. Now from here, I often say get into the C curve. So any exercise in which you are supposed to round your back. Even in this, your shoulders have to be down, your shoulder blades have to be connected, your palms are lightly resting on your legs. Now your spine is in a C curve. Now in this position, if I tell you to breathe, now in this position you will push the air backwards here around your ribcage. So in this, you will have to see this from behind. So when you do this, inhale, grow tall. You see my ribs moving to the side. So that is how you do this was what was Pilates technique. You have to do all this, incorporate all this into your exercise. I will show you one exercise which is called crisscross. So when you do it in the gym, you usually do it like this, which is, or there's also called bicycle. So fingers here and you come up, you just do this, right? So when you do this, what are you doing? You're just moving your shoulders. But if you do it the Pilates way, your toes have to be pointed so that your legs are engaged. Your belly is pulled in, pelvic floor muscles are up. This area, this will keep those legs in tabletop like this and keep those legs engaged. So while I am talking, my legs are here and I'm in a Pilates class. If I'm engaging all this, I'm already doing my abs. I'm training my abs because these abs are holding these legs up here. Now fingers around your ears. I never say take your hands back because that will also not let you keep your chest open, as well as you will tend to push your head forward with your hands. So fingers around your ears, keeping chest open. Now, shoulders down, chin tucked in and shoulder blades connected at the back. So my chest is open, belly and pelvic floor up, tailbone up. And now inhale, prepare, exhale, come up using those rib cage like this. And now like this. See, elbow is not coming forward, elbow is out. So I am trying to bring my shoulder to the knee. When you do this, that is when you are actually using your obliques. So this is one exercise where you can see if a person is aware of the Pilates technique or not. If your elbows are coming forward, means you're not using your obliques but you're using your shoulders. So this was our Pilates technique. I hope I was able to make you understand this better. Try to incorporate these in your regular exercises also and take care of the form. So if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to press this like button and do subscribe to the channel with the post notifications on so that you come to know every time I post a new video. So I shall see you soon with another such video. Until then, take good care. Bye bye.